Plans change. These things can't be helped.
We're gonna have fun, I promise. Christmas killers strike again.
They pick a house with a nice couple in it, and then they slash them.
The movie opens 3 days before Christmas on December 22, 1971, with a few onlookers observing the home of a young Canadian couple in a small town. Then these 4 individuals approach the house, and the moment the husband opens the door, one of them kills the husband by stabbing him. The terrified wife is then restrained, her clothes are taken off, and she is stabbed as well. There are certain marks on her tummy that suggest these are ritualistic killings. The scene that follows transports us to an all-girls boarding school, Black Veil Academy. Clara, an adolescent, abruptly wakes from a slumber, seemingly having witnessed a nightmare. She notices Samantha, one of her students, getting ready for a jog as she peers out the window. Samantha is the quiet student at school, and her peers make fun of her a lot. They depart without warning and turn off the lights, even now when she's having a shower. The action then jumps to Miss Rose discussing witches in history class. She discloses that this village was destroyed by a devastating fire that occurred some decades ago. Samantha is drawn to Clara's damaged hands during this. Later, during lunch, the girls discuss the recent murders that have shaken the town to its core. 3 families have already been slaughtered by the Christmas killers this week, according to a newspaper headline that one of them provided. The popular girl reveals their repeated routine of targeting charming couples, killing them with knives, and dismembering their bodies. Most girls are relieved to leave for winter vacation, but Clara, who lacks friends and spends holidays alone, stays behind. Despite some assuming her to be orphaned, Clara's background remains unknown. Rose visits her boyfriend Jimmy, a chef at their school. They discuss their future, including Rose revealing about her students knowing of their relationship. Samantha, packing to leave, receives a call from her stepfather canceling their plans, leaving her alone for the holidays. Samantha then retreats to the bathroom only to stumble upon Clara disfiguring herself and disappearing. This is where the plot thickens. Next, the group of murderers targets a church before Christmas, taking the priest hostage. Their leader, Jude, marks the priest for sacrifice and mutilates him, while Grant, the tough guy, kills him. Clara returns from a nightmare to find her friends leaving for the holidays. Jimmy, planning to propose to Rose, drives the other way, leaving only Rose, Samantha, and Clara behind. Rose tries to comfort Samantha, upset about her stepfather's betrayal. Samantha reveals her stepfather's rejection, forcing her to spend Christmas alone. The teacher encourages Samantha and suggests getting vodka from the basement. Samantha finds the vodka, but is surprised by Clara. Here, Clara discloses that she typically visits this location to read library books. She claims that teachers restrict anyone from reading the books that are located here. Some secrets were clearly lingering in this library. After that, Samantha apologizes for interrupting Clara last night and claims not to have seen anything, but the eerie girl responds that there was nothing to see. After taking few swallows of vodka, Samantha is asked by Clara how her mother passed away. Samantha says her mother passed away in a vehicle accident a few years ago. Then we witness the Christmas killers driving off in their vehicle. Jude is enjoying some quality time with Macy, the gang's lone female member, in the back. Doug, the 4th member, is driving. but it's obvious that the activities in the rear are distracting him. However, all of a sudden, an unexpected appearance of a deer causes an accident. After moving it to the side of the road, they get ready to go. However, a cop suddenly shows up on the scene. When he questions the group about the collision, he notices the unsettling pieces of human skin on the road. Grant hits the cop from behind before he can take any action, and Doug is also shot in the arm. As Jude kills the officer with a gunshot, Clara wakes up from another nightmare. She appears to have some sort of connection to the murders. Later on in the evening, Miss Rose welcomes Samantha and Clara. Miss Rose has made a delicious dinner. However, there's a quick knock on the door. This is the infamous murderous gang, and they are here to tend to Doug's arm wound. Rose is obviously uneasy letting them in, but the group seems adamant. Macy even adds that her picture is on the wall and she graduated in 1964 from the same institution. Rose lets them in on the eve of Christmas and starts dressing Doug's wound so they can depart straight away. Clara doesn't even answer when Macy asks if she has a sister who attended this school during this period since she seems familiar. Sadly, the murder group won't leave after the whole plan is over. Jude, who is becoming more and more suspicious by the moment, says they're here for dinner. Rose takes hold of a pair of scissors and points them in their direction. Rose orders the children to leave, but Clara strangely enters the building from a different entrance rather than leaving by the front door. Doug attempts to scare them with a jump scare, but he gets scared himself. Then, he manages to grab hold of Samantha with ease. With a knife in her hand, Clara moves towards him as though she were about to attack. However, Samantha gives him the knife as he threatens to break her neck. Rose succeeds in locking herself in a room somewhere else. She tries to contact for help on the phone, but as usual, it seems like the connection is dead. Jimmy, her lover, arrives outside the house at that precise moment and spots the unusual car. Rose is able to communicate with him via the window as well, but Grant comes from behind and knocks him unconscious. Jude enters the room via the door shortly after and removes Rose. The trespassers are tying everyone in the dining room as we witness in the next incident. On the Christmas Eve, Jude and his companions are looking forward to the meal. The poor captives watch in dread as they start eating angrily. Jude assists Rose in eating after finding that she is unable to do so like a dog. Jude asks Rose if she loves Jimmy a few moments later. He explains that Jimmy has something for her when she says yes. He continues to untie the man in order to ask her to marry him, but Jimmy tries to assault the leader as soon as he manages to get free. Jude suddenly reacts by slitting his throat, causing painful death. Everyone is in total disbelief at this, but Clara appears strangely unfazed. The demon starts a ritual that calls for sacrifice. Grant injures the group, ultimately killing Jude and Doug. Macy manipulates Grant, allowing Samantha to rescue her. Samantha learns Macy is the demon and helps complete the ritual, sacrificing Macy to free Clara. As the police arrive, Samantha and Clara depart together, and the story ends. What were your thoughts on this horror thriller? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more.